Hello there, Running-ears, and we had to go through that again this morning, guys. So I'm going to go over a few things, but and then I'm going to ask some questions. We're going to go over Springtime Surprise, which is basically Star Wars, but of course it's going to be Pixar themed this year. So we'll get into that shortly. But first, let's get into what happened this morning. So this morning was registration for Walt Disney World 2024, and I had a little bit bigger piece of the pie because I had so many more people that are reaching out to me, including old friends and family members who are now wanting to run, so I'm helping them get in. So I was very, very highly invested in it. I actually am already in the run, and I'll explain in a later date how I got in and what's going to happen with me, but I still have an interest in what's going on, because one of the things that I really love about this channel is that the channel is about you guys. So I don't sit here and tell stories about me unless it pertains to something or pertains to something that can help you guys out. So that's when I'll go into stuff that, you know, my experiences, so forth and so on. But I really don't like to harp on it a lot of times, just because, again, this channel is about you guys and helping you guys get out there. That's why I brought in Coach Nick, because Coach Nick can actually help you guys also training-wise, mentally-wise. He lives out there, which I don't have that privilege, and so he can help you guys out. So let's go back to what happened today. So as I said before, I had done a previous video saying, hey, I think that between 30 minutes to an hour, I thought 5K, 10K, and Dopey would sell out, and I thought an hour to an hour and a half was going to be the half, the full, and Goofy. I was close, but I was wrong on the Dopey and the Goofy. They kind of switched, and so I kind of was taken aback on that. But in retrospect, it makes perfect sense. So let me explain. So whenever you have a run like this, is very unique. There's 4 different races, but there's 2 different challenges. So you have to disperse the amount of people that finish during that challenge. So in other words, you cannot have 10,000 people doing Dopey, 10,000 people doing Goofy, and 10,000 people doing the marathon, because that would be 30,000 people. So they probably allot maybe 15 to 20,000, so they have to kind of like balance them out. So what they do is they give a little bit more to the Dopey, because that has the 5K and the 10K, and they give less to the Goofy because it only has the full and the half, and those are the last 2 to always sell out. I always think the most popular ones are going to be the 5K and the 10K. They're shorter distances. The 5K is not even timed, so you can take your time, do whatever you want to. There's no 16-minute per mile pace. So that's why I think they become very, very popular, and that's why they sell out a little bit faster. And then the challenges, the nostalgia, whenever there's an anniversary, that's another thing that helps them sell out. So there was no anniversaries today, but it did kind of shock me a little bit. But then when I thought about it, I said, yeah, that makes sense, because there are probably not as many Goofy challengers right now. With that said, Puppet Runner, I'm sure you're out there and you might watch this video. And this is an answer to you and all you guys that went and didn't get into the Goofy challenge because it sold out so quickly, but you were able to get into the full and the half. I do believe that there will be some more Goofy that will open up in the near future. I don't think it's going to be a lot, but there's going to be some. And guys, if you do register, you can register and get into the Goofy challenge. You will email Run Disney. They will refund your money for the two runs, the marathon and the half marathon, minus a fee. So just keep in mind if you do that. So it's going to be a little bit more expensive because of the third shirt and the third medal. But and on top of that, there's going to be a fee that they're going to charge you to cancel those runs. And then of course those slots will open up. So you'll see slots open up here and there. So I do believe that that's going to happen. There is charities involved right now. So guys, if you want to know about some charities, message me, and I have been giving out some information, but I've started doing a little bit of work with charities. I started to get to know the charities a little bit better, but I don't want to overwhelm them right off the back. So I contact them and say, hey, you got some slots left? And then they say yes. And then when I see somebody, then I'll start trying to move them as well as I can. But I thought overall it went well. Guys, this is my take, because I got messaged by a lot of you guys that were successful. And that's great. That's awesome. I love that. And thank you guys for your awesome comments. This is the reason, like I said it in the comment section. I said, you guys are making it worthwhile why I do this. But guys, I do want to know if somebody did not get in, and what were the circumstances? Did you just not get into the race that you wanted and have to go to your backup plan? Or did you just not get in at all? And if so, do you think something happened? I mean, the one thing that I always hear is that Disney is at fault. You got to remember, guys, Wi-Fi is funny. I just got mine upgraded last week because apparently there was something going wrong with it. So I didn't even notice it, but they reached out to me and told me that something was wrong. And Wi-Fi is a funky thing, and so there's a lot to it, so it can drop. As a matter of fact, somebody even messaged me today that their Wi-Fi dropped for a while, and they came back, and so they were able to register. But again, this is the kind of stuff that happens. A power outage might bring down the Wi-Fi, so forth and so on. There might be a hiccup here and there, so that might cause delays, so forth and so on. But guys, again, I want to know if anybody didn't get in the runs and why. So guys, before I go any further, guys, the channel is growing and people are watching, people are interacting. Please, guys, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us a lot. So that way we can get to the subscribers that we need, so we can go on live. So guys, share this with your family, share this with your friends. Please, if you like, comment down below. Guys, again, this is your channel, so continue doing this. I got a lot of stuff gonna happen over the summer that I'm planning on, so things are gonna be changing for the better. But again, it's gonna stay to be your channel. And so with that said, let's continue to Springtime Surprise. Guys, I'm wearing my old Star Wars shirt because again, it used to be Star Wars. And so maybe next year we're going to see Star Wars again, but as of now it's going to be Pixar. So basically we've seen almost everything. We got the digital guide, we went over that last time. So let's go over what has transpired since we last talked. So first off, let's look at the merchandise. So guys, the merchandise is pretty cool. It seems like there's going to be a lot of shirts, a lot of jackets also. So they have all different kinds, including Jesse, Cars. When you get over here, there's some sleeveless shirt, another jacket, Springtime Surprise. The finisher shirts and jackets, which are actually pretty cool. Let's look at this. The I Did It for the 10K, Mike Wazowski, Monsters Inc., which is one of my favorites. And of course, we have some different shirts here. They're all just different. The pins, they're going to probably have a lot more pins than they show here. Here is the Spirit jerseys and the backpacks, and of course the corksicles, which I think are awesome. Looks like they're going to have a couple of them. We have a hoodie right here, and I love this picture. I wish I would have been in this one, but this is basically the merchandise. Now guys, you know, they're going to have more merchandise that is shown there. They're probably going to have a lot more pins. They got those finisher pins that are really, really cool. They might have some glasses. Last year they did not have a magic band. I don't know if they're going to have one again, or not have one again this year, have one this year. They're going to have annual pass holder stuff. So guys, just be on the lookout. You know, a lot of people sit there going like, well, I get the bundle and I get this and stuff like that. This is the reason why you go to the Expo merchandise section, is because you just don't know what's going to happen. And sometimes they have something that's really, really neat, an ornament, something, so that way, you know, you can go, you can look at the stuff for yourself, and then purchase something that you really, really like. Now guys, you should have also gotten your check-in pass. Now, you were supposed to sign your digital waiver, so it'll basically let you know if you have or have not. If you have not signed your digital waiver, and a lot of people will be sitting there going like, man, I was trying to sign it, but I got kicked out, whatever it is. Don't worry about it. They have a table set up there, and you can do that right there and then. So it's not a big deal, guys, if you don't have it signed up. But make sure you get your check-in pass, so that way you know what your bib number is, what section you're going to go to. Guys, the question that a lot of people have asked me and stuff, what corral does this translate to? I don't know, guys. This is the, I don't know. It has, you know, there's a lot of different factors that go into the corral. So guys, until you get your bib and you have the corral, you know, again, it's hard to say. I always tell people the way that you get around that is just prepare. Be prepared for your runs, be prepared for anything, and you're going to be fine. Okay, so let's check out how you can get your check-in pass from your Run Disney account. So once you log into your account, press on the blue button, get your check-in pass. You can either print it out or you can just take a screenshot. So very easy, guys. So you're going to get that. You're going to take that in there. But now we actually have to get the virtual queue for day one of the merchandise part of the expo. So guys, it has already dropped, and so let's take a look on how you can activate that. So from the virtual queue tab, just go to the top. It's going to read ESPN Wildwood Sports Complex and click on that and you'll see it. So guys, again, just like I just said, it's very, very simple. You're just going to get on there. You're going to confirm your party. Then when it's open, you're just going to join queue. Once you join the queue, it's going to give you your time to come back, your queue number, your estimated time to come back, I should say. And remember, guys, a lot of times it goes a little bit faster. So it might say 2 hours. And the next thing you know is about an hour, 15 minutes later, you get called. So guys, be prepared. Keep looking at that because it updates pretty rapidly, guys. But really, that's about it. We did get an email with final reminders. I just covered most of them right there. One of them is get to the run by 4 o'clock. I think that's a great idea. I thought 3:30 would be a better time to kind of get in your head and make sure that you get there, just in case you also want to get pictures, guys. So that the earlier the better, because there's going to be long lines to take pictures with some characters. Okay, guys. But guys, the corrals can close up to 20 minutes before. These are the first two. For A, B, usually are the ones that close a little bit earlier because they start moving them up. So guys, if you're in corrals A, B, C, get there as quickly as you can so you can get up there and you can start with your corral. Now again, add 20 minutes to the run. They have the right to put you in wherever the next corral is. So there was an incident. The reason I bring this up, there was an incident in this past January during Marathon Weekend when people got there late. They had closed the corrals, so people decided to take it upon themselves. And I won't go get the details. You want to watch the last video or ask me when you see me. It just got really nasty. It wasn't a very pretty sight to see, guys, but it's not cast members' fault when you get there late. It might not even be your fault. There might be something that happened with the lift or whatever it is, or your car broke down, something like that. But it's not the cast member's fault either. So don't harass them, please, guys. Try to work with them as much as possible. And guys, if you have to start in the later corrals, that's fine too. With that said, guys, I'm gonna finish it off by saying I will start with the balloon ladies again. I'm not sure if I'll stay with them throughout the whole run, but I might take off on both of them. But of course, the 5K is not timed, so it's not going to matter. But the 10K and the 10 miler, I will start with the balloon ladies, guys. If you want to start back there with me, you're more than welcome to. The dead last starters start there. I'm not really part of them. I am going to give some of the socks. So I know that they're collecting socks for underprivileged people. And so I will have some socks that I will give away during the 10K. So that's a great thing that they're doing back there. But again, I'm not 100% part of them, but I do like what they do. So I won't be going the pew 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 thing. That's not going to be me. I'm just going to be running with my GoPro. So guys, please come and say hello. I really enjoy getting to know you guys outside of here and just talking to you guys. It's so much fun, guys. With that said, I'm taking off tomorrow, so I hope to see you guys there. Create a magical day. Create a magical run. And guys, see you sooner than later.